Welcome back to another episode of So Glad We're Friends. I'm Maggie.
I'm Devin.
I'm Brittany.
I'm tired.
I can tell. How
I
are
started
you?
my fucking period too. I'm like,
no.
God damn it. I'm good. But so yesterday, so I went to Arizona. We could talk about the wedding and stuff, but I really want to talk about it on Patreon because there was a little drama.
Oh my god, I cannot wait.
Yeah, so go subscribe to our Patreon.
I'm gonna write all the little Patreon things down.
Right, wedding party drama. But so Cameron was flying straight from Arizona to Florida to go work for 2 weeks. So when I went to Arizona a day before him, and he was like, do you want me to just drive your car to the airport and leave it there so then that way when you land, you can just get your car? And I was like, oh yeah, that'd be great because it's about the same price for an Uber as it is for parking for several days. So then he texted me the night before and he's like, fuck, I forgot to give you your keys. And I was like, damn. And he's like, and do you have the house key? And I was like, no, like, I don't have the house key. And he's like, I was trying to look for it before I left and I couldn't find it. And I was like, I think that means it's probably under the mat. Like, if you couldn't find it hanging up, it's probably under our front mat. Like, I'm pretty positive. But I wasn't 100% sure. So then I basically had to go. I got to the airport. I had to Uber back home, which was $75 one way to get home.
How far is
20
that?
minutes? Like, it's not even far.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if they, like, upcharge for the airport or something. It's ridiculous. Oh, my God. Ridiculously expensive. And then I Ubered back. I got like a sandwich at the airport, so then I got home, I ate my sandwich, then I was feeling better. I was like, okay, 2 more steps, I just have to go back to the airport, get my car, and then I can go get the dogs. So I get to the airport, the guy's like, we can't drop you off in the parking lot because then he would have to pay like coming through, so he could only drop me off at like the front. So then I had to walk like a mile to my car.
Drop you off at the entrance to the parking
Yeah,
lot?
so that's what he had to do.
Don't
like
go-
just the entrance to
okay.
it, or drop me off at the airport, and then I would have had to shuttle. But I was like, I'd rather you drop me off at the parking
Fuck
lot
that.
and I'll just
Yeah.
fucking walk. So I walk it's like 15-minute walk to my car from where he dropped me off. Whatever. I was like, okay, I'm almost here. I get in my car.
At least you were able to get in your house.
Yeah, that was like the main thing because my dad was like, you're gonna have to call a locksmith if not, like, and wait for that. And I was like, fuck, like, I'm really hoping that's not the case. So I got in the house, the key was there. I get to my car, about to go, and I fucking left my wallet at home and didn't bring it back in my purse. I was like, you're kidding, like, this is just a joke at this point.
Did you have Apple Pay?
Yeah, so I was like, okay, wait, I can have Apple Pay, but I was like, I don't know if the parking does Apple Pay. And then I had to go pick up the dogs, and I was like, I don't know if they do Apple Pay, but they could probably enter
I would just
a number.
ram through the thing.
Dude, that's literally what I was like. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Like, Cameron, give me your credit card number right now.
No, literally. So I call him, and he was like, okay, I'll give you my card number if that's not working. And so I go to the front, and she's like, this lane doesn't do it, but the other lane does it. So I had to back up, go to the other lane, go to this old man. He's like, yeah, let me just clear out so you can do the Apple Pay, whatever. It's like
Thank
$30
God.
more dollars than I had available in that account for the parking. So I was like, please, Lord, please go through. Like, please overdraft my account. Like, because, you know, sometimes it'll just overdraft.
Never have I ever
do anything.
Yeah.
prayed for an overdraft.
Yeah. So it goes through, it overdrafts that shit. I was like, hell yeah. so then
Thank
I
God.
drive to the boarding place, and I immediately tell them, I was like, I don't have my wallet. So, like, what?
Give
Can
me my
I take
dogs
my
or
dogs?
else.
What do I do? And she's like, okay, can you check your card number, like, from your app or whatever, and then you could just give us the card number. So I was like, yeah, let me try that. No service. It's not loading whatsoever. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, okay, I can call Cameron. He just started a meeting right at that time in Florida. I was like, he's not going to answer for the next, like, hour. So I told him, I was like, I can either hang out here for, like, an hour while we wait for him to reply, or, like, can I leave? And I promise I'll pay you guys. Like, I'm not gonna not pay.
Yeah.
So then they, like, had to call a different boss, and they allowed me to leave with the dogs. And then Cameron ended up calling them and giving them his card number. But it was just, like,
God,
the wallet
that's
thing on top of it. I was like, you're kidding.
Oh my God, that is literally my worst fear. Like, when I'm on a trip and I've parked my car at the airport, I will, like, 5 times a day check that I still have my keys in my purse.
Yeah.
You know? Like, Like the random, like, oh my God, do I have my keys? Okay.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't
Holy
know.
shit.
It's just like so screwed up because Cameron's flight too was at 5 a.m. after the wedding. Like, it was
Oh my
literally, he had to,
God.
it left at 5 a.m. So he had
Yeah.
to go to the airport way earlier than that. At
It really makes me wanna
4:15
puke.
a.m., he jumps up from the bed and is like, fuck. So he made it on that flight, but then he fell asleep in the airport in Denver and missed the connecting flight.
Stop it.
Oh my
So he was
God.
literally in Denver from 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and eventually he just had to buy a flight because like none of the standbys were, he couldn't get on any standby.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it was just
This is
like
hell.
a few crazy days.
That is like the worst luck.
I know.
Also, how falling asleep in the airport, that's so bad.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
He set his
That-
alarm, but he set it in Pacific time and then like you guys are an hour ahead. So it didn't-
That's
so
weird. His
brutal.
phone should have just known what time zone he was
yeah,
in.
that's what we were saying. I don't know why.
This is all Apple's fault at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
But I texted Dev and Britt about it and they said that they had similar situations with the keys.
Yeah.
What?
With the water rafting.
That is the, like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I have PTSD. I have, yeah, so like in Idaho, we do water rafting, but you have to like park one car at the bottom of the river and then
Yeah.
you drive the other car up to the top of the river and then you raft all the way down. And on this specific day that we were rafting, it was like literally 50 degrees outside. It was cloudy. The fucking water was freezing and I was just miserable the whole time. I could not wait to get in the car and fucking go home.
Yeah.
And we get down there, and this is my cousin Paige, like scatterbrain, loses everything all the time. We get down there, and she's supposed to drive us home, and then my dad and my uncle are gonna go back up and deal with the other car because we're miserable. And Paige is like, "Oh my God, I left the keys up at the top of the river."
Oh.
And like me and my sister were like, I was an adult, and I was literally throwing a fit. I was so
Yeah, I would have too.
I was wearing denim shorts, and they were soaking wet. Like I was soaking wet. It was freezing. I was miserable. My dad felt so bad.
So did you just have to walk the whole way? What did
No,
you do?
so we were with people that were driving back up to get the other car anyways,
good.
to get the
That's
keys.
so
It was just the
lucky.
fact that I had to wait like an hour for them
Yeah.
to get up and back down when I was miserable.
Yeah. That is brutal. My sister like left her keys in our car and we were like going back from Austin to Denver and it's like a 13-14 hour road trip.
That's
We get like an
crazy.
hour, so like we leave early, we like get there like we're like an hour or so like into the road trip, like we're like set and like in the middle of nowhere. And she calls and she's like, I left my keys and wallet in your car. And we were like,
It's the worst.
what the fuck? Like, this is so annoying. So we like made them drive and like meet us in the middle. But like they were like leaving that day too and getting on a flight.
Yeah.
and,
Oh,
like,
that's
needed all of
better.
it.
I thought you were gonna like mail them to her or something. At that
No,
point.
but
I
like
would've
she needed them like that day.
I'd be like, sorry, you're SOL.
Well,
That's your
if like
fault.
she was flying, so she like her keys like are attached to like a little wallet thing.
Oh,
And so yeah,
so she
literally
her
we got
wallet
home
and her
though.
ID?
Yeah, all of her shit was in my car.
Oh my God.
We got home and my dad sent us like 4 air tags. Like, like everyone gets air tags. Like, this will not be happening again to the family.
Yeah. My dad was like, well, don't you have a spare key? I was like, you're not gonna like my answers, but like we haven't even changed our logs since we moved in.
Oh, from the previous owner?
No, we literally have one singular key because every single time
Oh,
we'd
I'm
be
like
like,
that
we're gonna
too.
get another key or something. We'd be like, well, we need to get new logs. So why would we go get another key? So my dad was on Amazon. He's like ordering all new logs.
Yeah, I got locked out of my house once because my garage door somehow got, if you slide this thing on the garage door button, the garage door will lock from the outside so nobody can like lift it up or
I
whatever.
didn't know that.
And for some reason, my garage door remote wasn't even working. Like, it would not let me in my house. And that was my only way into my house. I was like, I only go in through the garage. I don't need a key to my house.
I know.
And so my stepdad, who's a firefighter, had to come over and he
Break.
had to get a big hammer and break down this window because it was the middle of the night. Like locksmiths were closed and Willow was inside and I was just like, I need to get into my dog. She's hungry.
Oh my gosh,
So-
wait, did he break the glass or like?
I remember this
Oh,
happening.
wow.
This was like kind of recently, right?
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. And then I had this window broken for like 2 weeks until someone could come and fix it. So every night I was sleeping like, I hope no one comes in through the window.
Did you put like cardboard on it or something?
I put the screen back on it, but that's it.
I guess we should
Luckily,
advertise
it was, like,
how
October.
unsafe we are.
I know.
It's probably not the best.
I do want one of those locks with like a keypad because I think those are really helpful.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get one.
The problem with those, because I have those too, is like the batteries will die.
When do
And
they
I'm so
die?
afraid of
like
it.
how often?
I did not think of that.
It depends on if you get really good batteries or not, because if you're just getting like Amazon batteries, they die really quickly.
Yeah.
And like usually the app on your phone will tell you that they're dying, but then you have to make sure they're not dead when you leave, you know?
I did not think of that.
But usually they still
That's
have
annoying.
a key. Like you can still
Yes.
get in with a key.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
just
know.
can't forget your key.
Yikes! It's so crazy.
Speaking of house things, if anyone wants an update on furnaces versus air conditioning, what Maggie and Devin have is like an AC unit and a heat pump. So it's one unit.
HVAC, is that
HVAC?
or is
I
that?
did not get into those details.
I think it's a HVAC. That sounds correct.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brittany called her dad. This is how she found out this
I called my
information.
dad. I was like, because I was so perplexed. I was like, I feel like I need to understand why this works this way. Otherwise, I'm going to be like very confused. I was like, so what do you have, Dad? I asked like Joe's parents too.
Yeah, what
like,
does
what
he
do
have?
you guys have? And like, and I
You're
asked
like a little kid that learns something new, and you're like, what one do you have? I have this
what
one.
color do you have? But yeah, so my dad said like it's basically like there's 50% of people have like a heat pump and AC unit in one, and 50% of people have a heating, like a furnace and a separate AC that does not do anything with like heat. And he's like, there's different like reasons for each of them, but like they're very like similar. He even went into my grandparents had one of the first heat pumps in 1974. Like,
Oh, wow.
So
in
it's
Toronto.
newer to have it all in one.
Well, that was 1974, so I don't know. They got a heat pump in 1974.
Is it about where you live? Like certain parts
It's
of the
a
country?
little bit
or
about
no?
where you live, but it's not because they lived in Toronto, so like it's cold as fuck there too.
It also makes so much sense of when my AC broke, how you were so perplexed that the heat and AC broke at the same time. You were like,
Oh, yeah.
what? How? Like two
know.
machines broke? It was because
Yeah,
there's just one.
Mine is like separate. I think there's like, so one of the things he was saying was that like when it comes, like, you know how when you turn your AC on, it typically takes a little bit of time for it to kind of like kick in. And like if you look at your thermostat and it's like, it says 2 hours until 68 degrees.
I don't
That's
believe
like that works for heat and for AC. Like if you have a heat pump versus a furnace will kick on really quickly and it'll be like warm in like 20 minutes.
I feel like that's more a cold
Yeah.
climate thing, especially in houses that didn't have ACs but only needed heat. So like just having a furnace, and then like later on if they add air conditioning, then they would still have a furnace or something.
Yeah. Especially like I feel like in a lot of mountain towns, like a lot of people don't have AC.
Yeah.
So like I asked Joe's parents too in Big Sky in like the Montana house, they have like what is it called? Radiator heaters, like floorboard heaters, and then they don't have any AC because it really doesn't get warm enough to utilize it. So
That's
very interesting.
Yeah, it's like not normal in Portland to have AC. Like it's a newer thing as it's gotten more hot.
Our neighbors don't have AC, and I'm like, oh my God. I guess like our house does like stay pretty cool, but at night it is nice to have like an AC,
For sure.
like the AC running. So
Yeah, I guess if you have fans or like people get just like the little units, like window units.
like
and
window
stuff.
units, yeah. I don't know. I would die without AC.
That's so funny. We were like sending each other pictures of each one.
Well, I was just like, I just did not know that it was a thing. I was like, this is weird. So, anyways, we've now debunked the understanding of everything.
That's so funny. Well, guys.
My dad loves that shit too because he goes into like the science breakdown of it.
Yeah.
He's like, well, when the air compresses and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I didn't ask that.
Yeah, it's like, I just wanted a simple answer. Never mind.
He's like, this is my moment.
He's like, this is my moment to shine. But I'm like, okay, I can kind of like regurgitate what he says sometimes, but I'm like, that one, it just kind of goes over my head.
So did Joe always have them separately too?
In his Chicago house, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it makes more sense, I guess, in colder places.
Yeah. But my dad said, like, even some colder places, like, they'll still have a heat pump. It just, like, obviously takes longer for it to, like, heat up.
Interesting.
Anyways.
Well, we're just doing a catch-up episode today about ourselves and about pop culture things that are happening.
Yeah.
What did you guys do this weekend? You went to the lake, Dev, yesterday?
I did yesterday, yeah. We went to the lake. It was really fun.
With your whole fam?
Yeah, except for my sister. But
She working?
Peyton, no.
Oh.
Is it someone's lake
I think
house?
she was hungover.
Or, like, boat?
Bobby, my stepdad, has just got jet skis.
Oh my God,
So,
so
Fun!
yeah, I didn't ride them. I was kind of scared.
2 of them?
Really?
Yeah. And Peyton could give birth at any moment, but she came.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
How's she feeling?
She is miserable.
I bet.
Does she just, like, have fans on her at all times and, like, sitting in the AC?
Oh my gosh.
Actually, she hasn't really been complaining about being hot.
Oh,
Really?
Just, like, uncomfortable, like...
Yeah, she didn't sleep the night before, and...
Because what is it, like 112?
It was actually kind of... It was actually really nice.
It was only like 105. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then on Father's Day, like, my dad got a teppanyaki grill thing. Like
a flat top.
Benihana.
Oh, like a flat top one. Like Maggie does.
Not a Blackstone. It's literally like a smaller, just for like...
That's
just
cool.
like a
Just
flat
smaller
top
flat
grill.
top. Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool.
And it's like stainless steel or something. I don't know. But yeah,
Nice.
that's what he wanted to do on Father's Day. So he set it up on this table outside. And so we were all sitting outside. Like, that is so key Arizonan. Yeah. Like, it was probably 110. And my dad was cooking on a hot grill. And he was
guys
doing
have like fans going out there?
No.
How?
That's crazy. My dad has misters on his porch, and it really makes a
love
huge difference. Like when the
My
misters
dad
are
does
on.
too, and he didn't turn them on. Like, it wasn't. I mean, I was sweating, but it wasn't like, I don't know. I just
You're just
being
used
an
to it.
Arizonan. Yeah.
That's so crazy. I just like overheat. I can't do that. I got myself a mini pool. You know all those like pools you've probably been seeing on like the inflatable ones?
The mini dip or whatever.
No, it's like basically a lounge chair.
Oh.
But it's like inflatable.
Like so
and
you can lay
like,
out.
fill it up with water. Yeah.
I think I got one of those too.
Yeah, I really like it because my other pool was like so big. It was like it just took up so much of the deck, and it was also like really deep, and it was like on the floor. But this like little mini pool thing, like raft, I don't even know what you would call it. But it has like an inflatable thing that you lay on, and then the water's like around you, or you could like fill it up so that like you're like submerged in it. And it was so relaxing. Like the setup is really nice. Like you can like easily like lay back and like read a book. And the water like does warm up over time, which like my other pool, like it never warmed up. It was always freezing cold. So it was kind of uncomfortable.
So not all of it is inflatable. Like there's like a base. And
So
then
the
it's
base is inflatable. Like it's kind of like a chair. Like if you were to like, you know, like a raft. So you inflate that portion up, and then there's like a little inflatable pillow that you can attach to it.
That's
and
cool.
then there's like a
The walls.
bumper, like wall around it, so you can like fill it up like pretty high if you wanted to.
Nice.
But it fits like, you know, perfectly on the deck. And Rosie also, the other problem with the other pool is that Rosie was trying to like jump in it the whole time.
That's what I was gonna ask about
And
this one.
this, as long as I'm inside of it, she's not trying to like come into the thing with me because she can like see that it's not big enough. So I filled up her little pool and I was like, go play in your pool.
Cute.
I'll be in my pool.
Mommy daughter date.
Like pool time. So,
Cute.
that was really, it was like same day shipping too. I like got it like by 1 p.m.
You should
Like,
just send
had
the
it
link.
inflated. Yeah. I was only like $30.
That's
So-
not bad at all. I literally, like, every year, I always ruin whatever pool I buy the year before. Like, I don't properly put it away and take care of it. And then
I
every
know.
summer, I'm like, gotta get a
That's
new
how I
one.
am.
It is like even the plastic ones, do they get like really ruined?
They just get, like I literally leave them outside and they, like, fill
Oh,
with
yeah.
rain and, like, random shit. And
I know.
It's
I'm like hoping to keep this one because obviously it was not expensive at all, but like I don't really know the proper way to store it, like you're saying.
probably just putting it away somewhere is all you need to do. Like, not leaving it outside. Because I think the sun also damages
Yeah, the
it.
sun ruins everything.
Yeah, that's fair. Rosie started like biting hers. I'm like, are you? And she like is digging in it, like she's like trying to like.
Yeah,
I don't know what she's trying.
That's
to
why
dig
the
for.
plastic ones are good for the dogs. It's not like
Yeah.
plastic. I don't even know what it is. It's just like harder. It's not inflatable.
Well, yeah, you have that one, but I have like the traditional like old school like plastic,
plastic
blue,
baby
you know, that
one.
blue plastic one, like baby pool. I just got that one this year.
That's probably what I should just get this year. Because then, like,
Yeah.
that can't be
It's so
ruined,
cheap.
really.
No, it really can't be. I don't think. Rosie will probably do it. But, like, hopefully she has it for the whole summer first.
That's nice. I thought of you yesterday because they put a big new bookstore in my airport, in the Tucson airport.
A good one.
I was like, wow, it looked like a whole library. I was like, wow, Britt would love this.
I do love myself an airport bookstore.
I also saw this TikTok yesterday. So it was you. It was like, oh my god, I just read another book with the exact same plot as the last book I read, and I'm not going to give it less than 5 stars.
I just saw a meme that was like, I want to read a book that's exactly like the book I just read, except a little bit different.
It's so
I do
true.
get on a kick of those. I have to like catch myself though and like not do it too much because then I get like burnt out from reading.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
overall, if I do that too often.
How many books are you at this year?
I don't know. I really like did not read that much this winter, which is like when I read the most last year.
Yeah.
But then I did have a little bit of a kick. So let me see. Where is it?
Is that your new Skim shirt, Dev?
Yeah.
It's cute.
I think I'm at like 18.
I love it.
Is it a
Oh, no,
different
20.
material than like the soft? It looks more like
Yeah, it's ribbed.
put together. Oh, cute.
I love that color on you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had that color. What did you
I
say?
also love
Britt?
that
18?
comment. I think I'm like at 18 books. Yeah.
That's a
I have
lot.
to like add a few more.
That's a lot.
But yeah, it's been good. Dev, I really like that comment from your YouTube of like, is it Dakota Johnson has a YouTube?
That's so funny.
You do look like Dakota Johnson.
I
still.
love that. I also love the video that you made about being in your 30s and like how it's better. That was so cute.
Thanks.
I love that
Yeah.
message. Because like
That's
also the
true.
about like your appearance too. Because I think we
Yeah.
really get concerned of like like we're gonna be ugly or like
Mm-hmm.
look so old, but you really look younger than ever.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I just like, I know what I'm doing. I'm not like stupid. I
Mm-hmm.
did so many stupid hairstyles and eyebrow things when I was young.
The eyebrows.
Oh my God.
It's so cool, like feeling more confident and like getting older. Like I've been saying about that, about getting married and like even being in Ashley's wedding and stuff. Like I just can't imagine if I would have done it like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I just would have not been as confident whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's
cool.
true.
How was
They
the
say
wedding?
it's true.
It was really fun. She like had a few people, well, like fucking like 10 people change their mind and change their RSVP like in the week before and say that they couldn't come,
Oh.
which is so crazy.
Were they like really good friends or like people that she was like hoping to be there?
Like family of the groom's out of town family, which is like so annoying because it's like, do you not already have everything booked? Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to lose all your money then? But it was really fun. And then because people didn't come, my mom and stepdad came. She was like, I want your mom and Dave to come now. So they came, and that was like really fun to have them there the whole night.
That's
and
so cute.
I gave my speech. I was so nervous, but I did that shit.
Did you cry?
Wow, good job.
I teared up. No tears fell, but I was definitely tearing up the whole time. And my
Did
mom
your
was
voice
like
crack?
a little, I think.
Yeah.
I don't wanna watch back any video.
I know. You feel like that's okay.
Yeah, I'm good without it. But my mom was like, my whole table, I was telling them you're introverted, and they did not believe me. I was like, good.
So funny.
Yeah, but it was super fun. And it was crazy because I read each of their vows beforehand to like check that they were the same length and stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna be totally fine. Like, I'm not gonna cry or whatever. But then when they were reading their vows, I was like, this is so cute.
That's gonna be like so hard to listen to.
It was so cute. But also the coordinator woman for the venue, she was like such a bitch. Like, it was as if she's never been to a wedding or worked a wedding in her life. Like, we had the rehearsal, and she kept being like, oh, I've never seen this before. Nobody's ever done this before. Like, about just weird things. Like, my friend wanted to stand on the right side, and I think the bride's technically supposed to stand on the left side or some shit. And she was like, wow, really? Like, you want to do that? I've never seen this before.
Like, bitch, this is my good side. I'm not standing on the other.
Yeah. Or like she wants all the bridesmaids and groomsmen to walk down like individually. So like all the boys went first individually, and then all the girls went first individually rather than being like paired up. And she was like, are you sure? Like, nobody's done this. Like,
Wow. That is so weird.
yeah. And then when it was like actually time to walk down the aisle, we literally had to, because there's like a restaurant. It's like an all old like cowboyish town. Like, it's made to look like an old fashioned town, and there's like fake they're real stores, but it's like you're in a fake town basically.
Yeah.
So there's like a restaurant, and we had to like hide in the restaurant while we waited to go down the aisle, so like the groom and the wedding wouldn't see us. So there's just people eating at the table, so we're just like waiting there. And then she like comes to get us, the coordinator woman, and she's like, okay, it's your guys' turn now. And we like expected the groomsmen to be outside, and we were like, where's the groomsmen? She's like, they're already up there. We were like, what? Like, we were supposed to go like right after, like when they were halfway down the aisle, start going. So apparently they were up there for like a while, where it was a little awkward, but
That's so weird.
didn't end up mattering, I guess. But it was just so weird.
Yeah. That's so goofy. Did you feel like you learned like little things that like you want to tell your bridesmaids to like help you with before the wedding, or like the day of, like, hey, like, don't, or like, I need food for this time, or like, I'm going to be panicked at this time, so like just don't really talk to me too much? Or
yeah, like she did a really good job. Like the whole getting ready process of the day was really chill, and like really we were just hanging out. Like it felt like just hanging out and getting ready for really any event, like just playing music and all doing our makeup and stuff. It was very fun. And then when
That's
it
my
was
favorite part.
yeah, I know, it was so fun. And then going to the venue, because we got ready at the hotel, and then we like Ubered to the venue, and that part, it was literally just like it was like an out of body experience once that was happening. So I was like, if I'm feeling this way right now, I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna feel on my actual wedding day if I'm feeling like right now is an out of body experience for me. But we were just trying to make her take like deep breaths and calm down for a second. But it was just like, once it's happening, it's just like it's just happening.
I know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff, like with my friend that her like wedding was recently, there's a lot of stuff that like she wasn't really saying, and like I don't want to be annoying by being like, oh, like, do you need this? Like, do you need this? But like I feel like there's a lot that like I was supposed to know like intuitively that I just didn't
To do.
Like, yeah, because there's like some, like for the pictures and stuff, we like stayed with her during them, and then for a period of them, like they kind of went off by themselves with the photographer. But she was like, oh, I kind of wish I had my bouquet with me. But like there was a bunch of other stuff that we were carrying for her, so we just like stayed in one spot. But like it would, like, you know what I mean? There's like little things like that where I'm like, oh, like, you know, here's like holding on, like going with you to like make sure that you have your lip gloss to like redo and your bouquet and stuff like that.
Yeah, I felt like I was pretty on that. But that should also be the photographer's job, kind of, to be like, oh, where's your bouquet? Like, you should have that. right
Yeah,
now.
because they do that every weekend, so they should know like, okay, what pictures they're gonna get and what props they want and stuff.
Yeah, because my friend was like really particular about, because she had like a silk dress, and so obviously certain angles and stuff, like it's just not going to be as flattering like to her, she was thinking. And so she's like, oh, I really wish, like, because she got the pictures the next day and she like was like, I hate them all. She didn't like hate every one of them, but like she was like, there's like somewhere she was like, oh, if I had like had my
had your bouquet
this,
to
like,
hide your
would've been
tummy.
better. Yeah,
We literally did this exact same thing. She was like, I need my bouquet to put in front of my little butt
I
tummy.
know. But that's like, I wish that, I don't know. But there's like little things that I have no idea. I can't read your mind, but
Yeah, exactly.
You're
I
good
kept
at
trying to
it.
like ask. You are good at reading minds,
I
honestly.
mean, that's how you were at the video shoot.
yeah.
Like, oh, Devin is not gonna like this, or Devin needs this. Or,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I think
Just
when you
trying
know
to
the person, it's like you can kind of intuitively. But also, my friend is like really good at just saying what she wants. Like she was like, "I want In and Out by
love
noon."
Really
Okay,
funny.
we'll figure it out.
But do you think you'll be like, you'll ask for those things, or you think your mom will help you?
I think so. I think it'll be the opposite, where people will be like too much, and I'll be like,
I know. That's what I
y'all
was
need to
thinking.
chill out."
That's literally what I was thinking for you. I was like, people are gonna say people are gonna like be asking you the wrong questions.
Yeah, or just asking 24/7 or something. I'll be like, I'm fine, I'm good.
That
And
annoys
the
me
other
too.
thing that annoyed her too was like random people were like texting her questions about the wedding versus like friends of
Like,
the
I don't have
bride.
time to
That's
answer
so
them.
Yeah.
wild. Like,
I know.
I would just, I think I'll just not reply to anybody at all on the day. And be
Yeah.
like, you can, you know who to contact. Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
So protect my peace.
I don't know, really. That's kind of crazy. Did you finish Bridgerton, Dev?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Can we talk about spoilers for like 2 minutes?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, the part with fucking what's her name? I keep forgetting her name. Francesca.
I think it's Francesca. I keep forgetting it too. I'm like, it's an F.
Okay, I
And
think it's Francesca. So and she's talking to her mom, and her mom's describing the way that she met her dad, and she was like, I just thought love was like this. Like I couldn't speak. I didn't know. Like I felt overwhelmed by how I felt about him. But I'm realizing not all love needs to be like that. Like it can be more calm and whatnot. And then when she met the cousin, she couldn't speak. I'm like, okay, so does this mean that she's gonna like be in love with the cousin?
Yeah, it was definitely foreshadowing.
I think so. But then in the
But
book,
also-
apparently, that's supposed to be a boy, not a girl. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be Michael, not Michaela.
But it's still the same storyline
Yeah, so
Theme.
probably.
because they go live together in Ireland or whatever it is, or Scotland or whatever.
That's crazy.
The three of them.
Did you like the ending?
Yeah, I loved it. I just wish there was more. And I also
I
saw,
know.
like,
Didn't that season feel really rushed?
yeah,
Like, I feel like the other two seasons, once they like got married and they had so much more time.
there was
being,
time,
like,
yeah.
couple and like, I think it just because of the whistle down thing, that was taking up a lot of the plot.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the whistle down?
Have you watched Bridgerton?
Like a couple episodes. Is that the like
Penelope
courting?
is the like she writes the column the gossip column about everybody.
Oh, okay.
Like, secretly. So it was about, like,
Yeah,
finding
secretly.
out that it was, like, everyone else finding out that it was her.
Oh.
But I saw in Facebook comments that apparently they like released a different version on Netflix to like certain people that had extra deleted scenes and stuff. So now like on every Netflix comment, it's like, release the deleted scenes. Like, we want more. So I don't know if that's true.
That is weird. I don't know if that seems really weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're like A/B testing which one. But how could they know what does better? Also,
I don't know. I was watching with my mom and like it was very porny this season. Like there's
I still felt like the first and second seasons were more porny.
I felt like they were more like romantic porny.
Season 1,
I need to rewatch season 1.
I mean, season 1 was like the first exposure to it, and we're like, holy
Yeah.
fuck, what is why? This is so graphic.
Yeah, but there's this part,
then
Britt,
get
with like a
used to it.
threesome, and it would literally like
Oh.
cut to the threesome and then cut back to like a regular scene of other people and then cut back to the threesome like multiple times. And my mom and me were like, is this from the same night or are they having multiple threesomes? Like we couldn't tell.
That's so goofy.
Oh yeah, like was
Were they
that
like graphic
showing
with the threesome, or was it just like like, because you know how
The
sometimes
threesome
like
wasn't that
shows
graphic.
they're like they allude to a lot, like, so it's kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe that's happening, but like they don't show anything.
Yeah, I mean they were like making out, like the three of
Yeah.
them. The sex scene of Colin and Penelope was like the whole thing.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Just really crazy.
it's always interesting to me like how they film those.
I know, like that's so awkward, and it's like either like you actually are turned on like that, or like I just don't understand. And then when you're like
Yeah.
touching and they're showing their arms like touching, where are they actually touching? Like the side of her thigh or
I
something?
know. Yeah.
It's a very actory thing to like trust each other and each other's creative decisions, and I don't know. It's
But
think
I also
they go
really
to a different
love-
place with it. They're like, this is
Yeah.
for the characters, and we need to convey this story.
Yeah.
It's
But I
work.
also like that there's like the intimacy coordinators, so they can like help make sure that everyone feels like good about it.
For sure. Oh, but also her full titties were out, which I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Like full naked.
I feel like that's just like so common now. There's
I
not
guess.
like
She said she wanted that. She like made that decision because she's like more of a plus size woman, and so it felt powerful for her to be nude in the scene.
That's awesome. I'm like,
Yeah.
she had perfect boobies. Mm-hmm. It was
And
great.
now she's doing a Skims campaign.
I didn't
Oh,
see
I
that.
just saw that release.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wait,
Oh my
I need to
God.
look this up.
I just saw that because it was like such a perfect timing thing.
I know. Kim
I guess like
just-
Skims has a lot of like
Is
really
it Bridgerton
well-timed-
ish? Shut the fuck up.
It's like the tight dresses. The like it's still body, what is it? Bodycon or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I think they do
Beautiful.
such cool campaigns.
Yeah, Kim's timing is great. She knows what's going to be. And like this had to be planned and shot
Yeah.
like at least a few weeks ago. So like she knows what's going to be happening and she releases it at the perfect time.
But even like the soccer players and like the men's line and stuff, like that was so well timed.
Brittany Mahomes.
She must have a really
Yes.
good team.
I even think like the wedding with Alex Cooper.
Oh yeah.
That was cute. And then the WNBA too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw
Since
the
that's like
WNBA
so
one.
hot right now.
Yeah.
And Sabrina Carpenter. I just got one of those sets that's like
Oh, I
the
didn't get
short
the-
jumper. It has like a little. It's like pink and it has a little rose right here. It's like the ribbed material.
From Skims. It's a onesie.
With like shorts.
I don't- Cute. I've been seeing those. I don't know if they would fit me
Because
I
your
have a
long torso.
but I think they're really cute.
It's really cute. I probably could like I wouldn't wear it in public. It's very see through.
Yeah.
Like you could see like
Oh,
my
it
belly
is?
button.
Oh, that's
And-
a bummer.
Yeah. But it's
I worry
cute around
about
the
that.
house.
Yeah.
I wore it like with sweatpants over when I was getting ready for the wedding.
Cute.
But they also have like very cute like under things. Like if you want to wear see-through stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I want to get like a dress. Everyone says they're so.
Me too. I've been wanting one. Again, I don't know if it would look cute on me because it's long torso.
I feel like the long dress would look really cute because you could like style it in a way that like works for you.
Yeah.
I just hate like bodycon things. Like I never feel good
yeah.
in bodycon.
I know.
Yeah.
But
I never
Nicola
do
looks so
either.
good. I feel like maybe they do like they're pretty tight where they like really compress you. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what? I've seen those like dresses on like have you seen those bodycon dresses with like built-in shapewear in them on TikTok? Those look pretty cool.
Oh, that would be really nice.
Like it's shapewear built into the dress, so it just kind of like is very seamless. And they're like bodycon and like stretchy.
I also got a Skims thong shapewear, and like when I tell you, it was literally this big. When I opened it in the package, I was like, "What is this gonna fit me?" I started pulling it to the side to pee. Like I started just like because it was very hard to pull down and pull back up again.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like that they don't have any like ribbing in the top, like what is it called? The hard bits in the top that like make sure it stays.
Oh yeah. It had like a plastic, like that kind of like sticky material where it kind of sticks to your skin more, but it was definitely folding in the back.
I know. I hate that. That's why I really like the Spanx stuff, I think. I think
They have it more like ribbed.
Yeah. There's a proper name for it. I don't think it's ribbed. I forgot like what people are saying. But yeah,
that's really cool.
It's kind of crazy that as far as we've evolved, women are still like keeping up with these body standards, like going back to Bridgerton times where they were wearing corsets and stuff, and it was like suck in the midline and everything, and we're still,
it is so crazy.
We still want to dress like that.
Yeah,
because it's literally like our uterus. Like it's not even.
I know. And there have been again like this bullshit of is this person pregnant is coming back into the media,
God,
like
yes.
Taylor Swift and Lady Gaga. It's like that is our stomach. Like why can't that be normal? And like when I see pictures of these women, I'm like, that is insane to assume that.
The Lady Gaga one was crazy. I was like, what? Like she does not look pregnant whatsoever, and it was like a big shirt or dress or whatever.
My sister also was in an Uber the other day. My sister looks good. Like she's like fit. Like maybe I don't know like where her body image is at right now, but the fucking Uber driver asked her how far along she was.
Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck?
Like she called me just crying. She's like, what the fuck? And I was like, that is out of control. Like that is so
0 stars. I would report that.
I know. I was like, you just don't ask people that nowadays. Like, I think, like, even if someone's, like, obviously pregnant, I'm still, like, honestly, I'm so, like, scarred from, like, knowing a few people that had to, like, carry to term.
Oh, that's
like,
horrible.
Because, or, like, they didn't know that, like, they knew that they had a stillbirth, like, really late in the pregnancy. So, like, they were popping and, like, they had a planned, like,
that's so sad.
Induction and everything. I just don't think like nowadays like someone has to bring it up first and then you can talk about it.
100%. That's actually so crazy. And to be like, oh, how far along are you? That's like,
that is crazy.
Oh my god, that's really obviously it was a man, I assume, right?
No, it was a woman. It was a fucking woman. Yeah.
What an idiot.
And my sister was just like
and an Uber, like that's just from walking to the car.
So like shocked that she just kind of like went along with it. Was talking about her like fake child.
Stop.
Yeah, she was like, she didn't know like how to get out of it. She
that's
was like,
so me. I would so do that.
That is womanhood to a T. Just faking it because you don't want to make the other person uncomfortable.
Yeah,
doing whatever you can.
I like want to come up with like a really good like fucking answer. Like, how's your fucking pregnancy?
Yeah.
Like I just.
What if she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm." Yeah. What would be a good response?
Oh my gosh, that is horrible.
Just that people can ask that nowadays.
Like, oh, it's just a burrito.
Yeah, no, literally. Oh my god, that is so.
But I think
rude.
that like you can't even just like make a joke about it. Like I want to like tell them to their face that they're fucking stupid. Like you can't make those comments in 2024. Like
yeah, and that's what we should feel strong enough to do.
Yeah.
Instead of lying or just making it a joke, it's like no, the people need to be held accountable for like saying stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
I just like don't even know what the appropriate response is, but I need to like come up with one so that like if that ever happens to me or anyone else I know,
maybe just like I'm not fucking pregnant. That's so rude for you to say that.
Yeah,
I would never actually say that though.
You should never assume that a woman is pregnant.
I would probably do the same and be like, oh, 15 weeks.
I'd be like,
also you live in Texas where people have to fucking like keep their babies now.
Yeah,
so
literally. Like probably not the place.
Oh, then she should say, I would not have a baby in Texas.
Yeah. I'd never run the risk of getting pregnant in Texas.
No.
Oh my god, that is horrible. My Uber driver yesterday when I got in the car, he goes, ma'am, are you under 18? Like, I cannot take you on this ride. And I was like, no. And then I stayed in the car, and he's like, are you lying? Like, I'm not allowed to take you if you're under 18. I was like, I'm 26. And he's like, no, really, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 26.
Holy shit.
That is really funny.
Which, I mean, thanks for thinking I'm 17, I guess.
But what? Well, also, why can't 18-year-olds take a...
I don't know, maybe
or
you can't
17?
Uber alone. Which is, I didn't know
But
that.
young people,
true.
like, in New York City,
Yeah.
kids Uber to school and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, that is interesting.
Well,
fucking weirdo.
were you in a Lyft or an Uber?
Lyft.
I feel like Lyft has different like parameters than Uber does
Interesting.
with safety things.
I do think it's funny. I use Uber even though, like, I always Lyft, but I say,
I know. I was
like,
gonna
it's like
say.
Kleenex or
You,
something.
Were you like blocked from Uber?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I still am.
Yeah,
but I
Uber.
think so. I just love Lyft, and it connects with my airline miles,
That's so very nice.
so I like it.
I'm reading Just for the Summer, and there's a part where the mom and her best friend of the characters get banned from Lyft and Uber all on the same night.
From
I was
both.
reading it. I was like literally laughing out loud. It was such a funny little scene in that book.
That's funny. I love when books are funny.
I know, me too. Because they're usually
Do you
not.
love Just
Like,
for
I
the
don't-
Summer?
Yeah.
I just love her.
Love it.
When is she coming out
with
with another book? She just came out with that one, so
Yeah.
very sad.
That's great.
She posted a TikTok that was like, when you spend a whole year writing a book and your readers read it in 4 hours.
No.
Oh my gosh, that would be so
So-
crazy.
And then, but to get the comments of like, "Oh my god, love this book. Where's the next one?"
I know.
Can you just like appreciate this a little longer?
Wait, that's
Yeah.
so true. I didn't think about that. The Fourth Wing author, Rebecca Yarros, she just finished the third book yesterday.
Stop
She
it.
posted it.
I need
so
to try that
excited.
book.
Yeah, you need to.
I would, even if you're not into it the first go around, just like give it some time and try again, because you'll find a spot.
If you liked ACOTAR,
It's
you'll
like how
like
it was
it
with
for
Game
sure.
of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's like you have to dedicate
it?
yourself to enjoying it. No, watching it.
Oh, I was like,
I watched the
what?
first season and I was like, what the fuck? And then a few years later, I was like, okay, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to really dedicate myself to liking this. And then I got into it, but
I'm not into brothers and
shouldn't be
sisters.
that hard.
Fucking.
Are you into House of Dragons? That just came out again.
Do you like that, Britt? I feel
you?
like you and Joe would like that or some shit.
I don't know if you have to watch Game of Thrones to understand House of
you
Dragons.
don't.
Is it a
I mean,
prequel?
I watched like the first 2 episodes. Yeah.
So I guess I would be like open to trying it. I never watched. I mean, I tried Game of Thrones, but I couldn't get into it. So
I'm not into like the medieval times
know how I
era
am
with
either.
like the war and the like. I don't know. That's not my thing.
Yeah, no, me
Right.
either. Maybe you should wait to read Fourth Wing till like towards the end of the year. Like wait till like November or something, because then
Okay.
the new one comes out in January, and then you could like.
Did you
Read
both
those
finish
together.
ACOTAR?
I did not.
No.
Oh,
I mean, the first one, yes. The second one, yes. The third
the
one, no.
series.
And now I'm hearing everybody saying she's like a terrible writer.
Well, she wrote the first
Why?
one when she was literally 16.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's why
Wow.
people were like, "That one's not even spicy," and she's like, "I was literally 16 when I wrote it."
Holy shit.
Like
That
that's
is
crazy.
hilarious.
That's so impressive.
Yeah, it is really.
That is
awesome.
crazy.
Oh my gosh! Also of Bridgerton. So I got the one that's like the first 3 books in one, and it seems like there's a lot of added stuff of after. Like there was an added epilogue of the first book that was like 17 years later, which was kind of cool. But then she did like a passage at the end of like how she started to write it, and it was the cutest story. It was like when she was in middle school or high school, she started reading a lot of like more romance books, like light fluffy books, and her dad was an author and a huge reader, and he'd be like, why are you reading these? Like, what are you getting out of them? And she would try to come up with all these things of like, I'm getting a new vocab. And he's like, well, what words are you learning? And then she'd be like, I don't know, like not have good answers.
Penis.
And so eventually, yeah, literally.
Lots of different words for penis.
That's so funny. So eventually she was
Ha.
like, I'm She was like, I'm reading them because I want to write my own. And that's how she wrote Bridgerton. She like loved them so much. She was like, okay, I'm going to write it. And then she wrote her first one.
What are your
Also, it's
funniest names for like penis that are written in books?
I'm not a
That
fan of
makes
cock. I
sense.
really hate when people say cock. I don't like it. It's like, I hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable to even say right now.
What about the length of him?
Don't like that either.
see, like in ACOTAR, she does say weird things.
That's
But
probably
like, what
why.
other ones are funny?
His member.
Member.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, what are
I think of the other ones that I've read.
can't.
On my first day of psychology of sex, like sexology, whatever, the first exercise was we all had to come up with as many names for vagina and penis as possible to like break the ice.
Really funny.
That's funny.
I have to think about this. I think there's so many weird ones. I'm like,
There really
I
are.
hate the word butt. Like any way that you refer to the buttocks in a book, it fucking
What about
annoys
just
me.
ass?
Ass is maybe the best, but they never say that. They're like, I don't know. They say weird things. My behind, I don't know. It just
That's true. I've never
it's
thought
such
of
a
that one
weird
more.
word. All of them
I'm
for
gonna
some
look at that.
reason.
They
to
also
refer
don't
to.
say vagina or like
they never say vagina.
or pussy. All
they
these words
don't.
make me so uncomfortable.
I know. I don't like pussy.
I really didn't used to like pussy, but so many guys like use pussy in sexting. And
For
so like
sure.
I feel like I had to get used to it because like every guy's like go to is using that, and I was like,
It's very true.
okay, I guess I can figure out how to like this.
Yeah, but I can't say it on my own.
No,
Or
I
out
would never
loud.
say it on my own.
It's scary.
I'm trying to think.
That's so funny.
I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm curious other people's.
I feel like they just refer to like something being hard, or like when they talk about vaginas, they say like soft and wet.
No, what did they say? They say core.
Core, yeah,
They
which
say
doesn't even make
core.
sense. Like that doesn't make sense.
I guess it kind of makes sense.
thought
though,
your
like if
core
you're
is like
thinking
your
about
abs.
being, like- but you're like being turned on. You know, it's kind of like
Yeah.
a full body experience.
Yeah, true.
What's another? They kind of say something else about core, like the
Heat.
warmth between my legs.
Yeah, there's always like heat. and
My
warmth.
heat.
My heat. I hate that. I don't like that one at all. I hate that so much. I don't like that.
I was like, I don't really
What?
experience that. It's not like there's just like heat radiating off of
You could bake
yours.
cookies down there.
Yeah, I guess I would not have had that.
Get some misters.
Yeah, I guess there's probably a lot more like weird ways of saying being turned on.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I wonder if like they try to write all of these down ahead of time, or just like when they're in the scene, they're
Yeah.
like, which one should I use?
That's so
Or
true.
maybe their editor is like, you've used
The same thing.
this word too many times. Let's get the
his
thesaurus
length
out.
too often.
Yeah.
That would be so uncomfortable too, to have an editor read it.
Okay, but how do you guys feel about like if there's obviously like multiple sex scenes throughout the book, if they make them too similar?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
love that.
that's
I feel like they have to like make them a little different each time.
Have you seen that girl on TikTok that literally her whole thing now is finding the sex scenes in each book, and like she made a website where you can go check what the sex scenes are in each book to purposefully skip over them.
To skip
I was
over
gonna
them.
skip
Yeah,
them.
like
That's
to
not what
skip
people are
over
using
them.
your website for, girl.
I know.
That reminds me in Knocked Up, the
That's really
nerdy
funny.
weird guys had a website where you could go find whenever there's full frontal in a movie.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
these
yes,
are the
yes.
times that there's full frontal.
I remember that. That was funny.
Boobs and bush.
Yeah, boobs and bush.
I love that movie.
Oh, it's such a good movie. And This Is 40. I love This Is 40.
This is 40. It's so
too.
good too.
They're so funny.
What's that actress's name?
Leslie Mann.
I love
I
her
always forget
so
her name.
much. She's such a
They're
little
such a
angel.
cute family.
Is she actually Australian? I feel like
Leslie
she pays.
I feel like you're thinking of the wrong person.
Yeah.
I am. I'm thinking of the girl that's in the Seth Rogen movies, like Neighbors and stuff.
Oh yeah. I like her.
I always
What's her
forget her
name?
name. Rose
Byrne.
Yeah,
Yes.
Burn.
I think she is Australian.
I think she is too. But I think she's been in America for a while, so she has like this weird accent where it's like a little mix of both.
Combined.
Yeah.
We rented that new Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt movie, Fall Guy or whatever. It was really cute.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a little bit intense for me.
The action-y.
There was a lot of action, and that stresses me out.
There was a lot of action.
It's crazy what stunt guys do, or stunt performers.
Yeah, and I loved like at the end credits they show like all the stunts and like the real people doing it, which was really cool to see.
Did you guys see the new, what is his name? I'm blanking on his name. Please hold.
Glenn Powell?
Yes.
I did not. The Netflix one?
Oh.
Yeah. I actually think it's pretty
Was it
cute.
cute?
And good. I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's
I'll
like
watch
very
it.
interesting.
What is it about again?
It's about this high school, no, not high school. He's a college professor. He's like super, super nerdy. But he is also really good at tech and like figuring things out. So he would like help set up like things for the
Glenn
police
Powell?
department. Yeah.
Is this?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
this
teacher.
character.
A college student.
He's a college professor.
Okay.
And he's like really, really nerdy though. Like they like do him like all like he looks like a straight up nerd. And then
they take off his
remove the glasses.
and then they like do his hair and put a different outfit on. But he's like still pretty nerdy when he's like helping the police out, because he's like helping catch these people who want to like hire a hitman. And then one day he like has to be the person who's like the fake hitman. And yeah, and then the story kind of goes from there.
Is there also a love story involved, or it's just action?
For sure. That's
Cool.
very good.
Love that.
The return of rom-coms.
I know. I actually think that's a good point. I think this one's like a very like good rom-com. Well done. Not like super cheesy.
And it's funny.
It's kind of funny. Also, have you guys ever seen Back to the Future?
Yes.
I feel like I've only seen parts of it, and I have never like sat down and fully watched the whole thing.
Okay, it is so cute and
Did you just watch it for the first time?
I mean, it's a freaking iconic.
Joe's like, you're definitely gonna tell the
my
podcast
God.
today, aren't you? And I was like, yes.
Maybe we have some younger people or people who haven't watched it. They're all good. Now you need to watch the whole series.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited to watch the next one. It's just like so cute.
The one where they go like back and it's like country, that one's not as great. But
Okay.
I think there's like at least 3 or 4.
Yeah,
I feel like
there's 3 total.
Fun.
that's so funny.
Yeah, Joe said that there's one that he's not as fond of, but the first one's really good.
What did you watch it on?
We rented it on Apple.
Okay.
It was like $3 or $4 or something.
Yeah.
It's really good. I love when his like mom's trying to hit on him and stuff. He's like, no.
See, like I know about that because of how iconic the movie is, but I'm like, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Well, I think the other way that we were like talking about it was the line of like, be like a tree and get out of here.
I don't recall that.
What?
Make like a tree and leave.
No, but like the line in the movie is make like a tree and get out of here.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he messed
And
up.
so I
Got
like,
it.
Joe said that, and I was like, don't you mean leave? And he's like, no, it's in the movie. And then he was like, we should watch it.
And that's when, cute.
So,
Oh, that's funny. I love watching like old movies like that you haven't seen.
I know.
I need to make
Yeah,
a list.
I went through like a
Shawshank
Nora
Redemption's
Ephron
another one that I
phase.
really love that I just saw like in the last like 3 years.
I've
for the
never
first
seen
time.
that.
It's so good.
Which one?
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh. Isn't it scary?
No.
Or just
I definitely thought it was
psychological
It's not really
thriller?
like Psycho either. Let me look. I let me make sure. Shaw.
I also haven't seen Shutter Island. That always reminds me when people say Shawshank Redemption of Shutter Island.
No, it's like really, it's like such a good movie. I don't even know like how to fully describe it, but it's not really scary. There's like suspense in it, I think I never wanted to watch it because I thought it was really scary. It's just like it's like a suspenseful movie. It's about these two guys that are trying to escape from prison.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's really good. It's one of my all-time favorites. I'm always like, Joe, can we watch this? And he's like, no. I got my Aura ring.
Good Will Hunting.
Oh, I love Good Will Hunting. And I had last night. I don't know.
How long have you been wearing it?
Since yesterday afternoon.
Oh.
So I'm sure.
That's so exciting.
Did you wear it to bed?
I did. I was kind of like anxious thinking about it though.
Yeah.
So I hope tonight like I'm more chill about it.
You'll get used to it. Because I was kind of like that too.
2 hours and 2 minutes of REM sleep, which is 28% of my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I had 1 hour and 16 minutes of deep sleep. And 83 is my score.
That's good, right?
That's really good.
91
your sleep score or your overall score?
Where's the overall score? My sleep score is 83.
Okay.
Where's the overall score?
When you go to home at the bottom and then you scroll to the top, your readiness score.
Oh, I don't. Oh, 78 is my readiness score.
But it doesn't really know you yet, so I feel
I didn't think it would like be too accurate. It did not do a very good job of tracking my workout this morning, though.
That's what I heard. It doesn't work.
With it.
But it said, whatever, like the tracked workouts are all just like cardiovascular. They don't track really weightlifting. But it did a really good job of tracking my walk yesterday. Like
steps.
Really,
I like that.
I think the steps are pretty accurate.
It does steps. I feel like I just like to know how long I actually walked for.
Oh, like the miles?
Yeah,
For
it
me,
did
I just
miles.
like the time. It did do miles?
Yeah.
That's what I would love to
walk
know.
in so long.
Is like miles, like length of walks.
Yeah. That's what I'm excited about. I wish that it did the workout better, but that also makes me feel like better that I don't have to try and like do anything different during my workout.
Yeah. Because is it just based like your heart rate, really?
Yeah, but that's kind of weird though, because like usually with my like workouts, obviously my heart rate's like super elevated throughout the workout, and it didn't really track it that well. Like it had like one peak.
I wonder if it does for sex. Let us know.
Oh, I know. I want to see.
Well, it tells me that I
or even just like orgasm. I want to see like what it does for like an orgasm. Like
it's like you were stressed at this moment.
Be like, no, rewrite this as like enjoyable.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if I think we talked about this in the last episode, but that like different brand.
That's the new one.
Yeah. I'm such a brand snob though. Like I'm like, I don't want to get this other one that's not an Oura ring. Even if it like had better tracking of workouts.
I think the other one, unless there's 3, has like a little opening in the ring, so it's not a full circle.
Oh.
And somebody was saying that it's annoying because like your hair will get caught in it.
Oh, that would be
which I was like, oh, that's a no for me.
That would be
I did
really
just
annoying.
get the like silicone thing for like weightlifting because I think I already got like a little scratch on it.
Oh, you can cover it with a silicone thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I want to like be able to lift and not like fully ruin it.
Yeah, because that's what I heard. Just people say they just have to take it off. So that's really cool.
Yeah. I honestly, after doing my workout, because I did like a full body day today, it was like a hard workout, and I was like pushing myself to try and get my heart rate up even more, to see like how it would track it. I don't think it would really make a difference if I kept it on or off.
You should do the natural cycles thing.
I know. I'm trying to decide if I want to pay for another thing.
Yeah.
Because it's already like, what is it, like $6 a month for this?
Yeah.
I don't know how much the other thing is. But
I also don't know, like, do you have to order like their thermometer type thing versus like just using a thermometer at home?
No, I think it's just
your ring.
Ring.
If you sync it with your ring.
Duh. Wait, that's so cool.
But I synced it with like everything else. Like it syncs to so many things. It syncs to like your health thing. It syncs to my like trainers app that we use.
Do you guys pay for the Apple Health thing, or do you just use like the free?
I just use all the free stuff.
Because when
They
I
have
got my
so
new
many
phone,
good
it was
things
like
on it.
Yeah, I was like, use it for 30 days for free or something.
Really? What did they like say it was like helpful with?
I don't know. That's why I was confused, because I was like, I thought I already have this. I don't know. It just shows the normal steps and calories.
Yeah, I don't know what else they can do.
Oh, and it says set up cycle tracking.
Yeah, but that's free. I think. At least for mine.
I wonder what the fuck it even does then.
Well, it's really nice because it like helps you predict your fertility window, and you can track like how long your cycles are. And it predicts like when your
That's
next
cool.
period's gonna be. So I've been really liking it because I've been trying to like really get my cycle like under control and understand what's going on.
Okay, I just set up the period thing. But I also use the Flow app, and I pay for that, so
How much do you pay for the Flow app?
I think it's like at least $7.99 a month.
Oh. Well, I guess like if you want to get pregnant like in a year or two, it'd be good just to keep track of everything.
That's so scary.
I know, it is kind of scary.
One of my friends is pregnant, which I can't say who yet. I'll keep you updated. But last night I kept having dreams that it was me, and I had to like remind myself every time I woke up, like, it's not me. I'm okay. I literally started my period.
That's really funny. I saw a video the other day of like a dad playing with his kid, and I was like, that kind of makes me want a baby. But like, it's like they're really
Just a present father.
a present father that loves to hang out with his kid.
Well, that is good. Like, Joe would be a great dad. That is such a like huge factor of like.
It would be.
Knowing
I
that you
just
have
know that like
support.
I would need my mom and like Joe's stepmom every other month. Like they just switch off and like
No, literally,
help out for a week out of the month.
Yeah.
it would be so hard.
I just like that's where I think it's like nice that both our parents live like an hour and a half flight away.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Because it's so hard for like Joe's sister who lives like on the other side of the country.
Yeah, it really makes such a difference of like a quick flight versus opposite side of the country.
Yeah.
Even in an emergency situation, like
Yeah.
they could get out there quickly.
Well, I even think like time zones, it's kind of tough. Like, you know, you're going to bed and it's like midday for us. And
yeah,
so it's just a matter of like trying to time calls and things like that too.
yeah, that is really hard.
I think I would probably move back immediately if I knew my parents weren't going to move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so hard to decide.
Yeah.
If you want a baby or if you want to move.
If I want to move,
Yeah.
or like when.
Do you
in
think your
terms
mom
of a
would move
baby.
up to you?
No. Damn. I mean, let's see what she said when she listens to this. But I think it's
Maybe
like
if she
my whole
moved- what if
family
she
would
moved
move
for,
if
like,
we all
2
did.
years and then like just extended your time a little bit and then she moved back.
Well,
when
she
you
actually did say they did talk about that before. But actually my stepdad's 2 kids are moving to Tucson now, like in the next few months.
Oh,
And his
that's hard.
ex-wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like all moving. So that's like an extra thing for sure. But yeah, like if I had babies and I was like, I'm staying out here, that is a possibility that she would move for sure. But I think she knows that I kind of want to move back anyways.
Yeah, eventually.
For like friendships.
Yeah. How old are your stepdad's kids?
That's a great question. Probably like early 30s, late 20s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, around the same time.
Where did they live before?
California, like outside of San Francisco.
Okay.
That's way cooler than Tucson.
Yeah, but the boy, he's a mailman like my stepdad, and he's literally gonna like work out of the same office as him and everything, so that's pretty cute.
Wait, what does he do as a mailman?
Deliver mail.
That's so cool. Does he
Drives
get paid
the
a
car.
lot?
Yeah.
Don't they make like bank?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
I mean, not like as much as like fucking doctors or something, but
No,
they
but
definitely do well.
get good benefits.
However, they don't have a radio, they don't have a fan, they don't have air conditioning in the
What?
cars. They have nothing.
What?
Yeah.
That's barbaric.
Right. And they're not allowed to wear headphones. So like it's horrible.
I would rather work for Amazon.
Yeah. So my stepdad just has like a little fan thing that he has to bring and put in the car.
Wait, can
God,
he
that's so sad.
wear AirPods?
No. Because that's like illegal while driving.
No, but like while he's walking. Because I feel like a lot
When
of
he
male people, they like
drives.
park and then they like walk.
Yeah, I guess he could do that in theory, but I think that would just take too much time. Because you really just like put it in the mailbox or barely walk and then get right back in the car. And then go right to the next house. I don't know.
Wow,
I'd
so
love
he
to
spends
go
a
with
lot
him for a whole day.
He
Like
spends
shadow
a lot of
him.
time with his thoughts then, doesn't he?
Yeah. And so he's like, he was saying my mom is the same way as me, where she always has a podcast playing, always Armchair Expert, always Taylor Swift. She always has
Your
something
mom
playing.
is so cute. I can't.
We're so the same. Like, it's so funny the older I get. I'm just like, we are exactly the same. It's crazy.
That's so funny.
I really get everything from you. And my dad, though, too. Like, it's weird seeing how much, like, he has anxiety and things that I didn't ever think of him as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that makes sense. Should we switch to Patreon?
Yeah. Was there
See
any
you
other
later,
pop
suckers.
culture things? Or I guess we do pop culture and Patreon.
Oh, is there any updates with that couple? Because I saw someone saying that they both had the same management company, and
Yeah.
it's like
It's just opportunistic timing on the management company. They just did a good job of getting him.
so you're believing the story.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
He didn't. I don't think he had management before. Like, I don't think he had any management.
Oh,
And then literally, like, everybody and their mother was trying to work with both of them. And they're like, let us just rep you and make a fuck ton of money. I would do the
makes
same
sense.
thing. If I, like, already, and you have somebody being like, oh, like, vouching for you too.
We're talking about what's her name?
Tyler and Gabby.
Oh, that's literally not who I was thinking. I thought you were talking about Tiana and Cody.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that. We should talk about that on the Patreon. But
Okay.
Tyler and Gabby, I think I talked about this on the live episode. But they were the TikTok couple that like Tyler was interviewing Gabby when he was in Miami, where Gabby lives, and like they just had amazing chemistry. He asked her out on a date, and then he flew her to Greenville, South Carolina for the weekend. I think she's going back today.
Oh, so it was just his or her management company was like, oh, we also want to rep him.
Yeah, they were
after
like,
this happened?
their videos went so viral, and they had like airlines, UPS,
Yeah.
like was it UPS? Yeah, UPS like slid into their DMs and they did a deal together, and then a bunch of other
UPS?
brands.
I didn't even know UPS could do that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, because they were like, oh, do you want to like ship her something? And so he just did a deal.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad of the management company.
No, I just don't think people. No, it's not bad. People are like, oh no, the management company introduced them, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
Oh, like a conspiracy theory.
They're like, oh, this is all
it's
fake.
all staged.
Smart. You should do that, Britt. Set up 2 of your people. Do you have any boys?
I don't have any boys.
You should keep it that way, probably. Do you want boys?
I don't know.
That's probably like a whole different thing. Probably a lot of different brands.
There's like one guy creator that I've like been watching. I think he's
You should get the one that copies Devin.
no, that would be so bad. I don't think I could do that.
No, actually. But then you could set them up,
Yeah.
make it go viral.
That guy that has 1 million followers.
Yes.
He just had a baby.
Oh, no, not the... Wait, isn't he married? That one?
Yeah.
That's like the... What is it? What is the count? Husband something?
Oh my God. My mom is texting me. She's like, what the fuck is going on with your podcast? You guys are all talking at the same time. It's like no one knows the other's talking. I said, shit, I don't know. She said, I kind of can't listen. You guys keep talking and know each other is having no clue the other is talking. And I said, well, something must be messed up, obviously. And she said, oh my God, I'm going to stop listening. It's kind of bad. Sorry. Okay, something must be fucking messed up. What the fuck?
What? Should we listen right quickly?
We probably should.
Oh no.
I feel like that happens sometimes of like when we interrupt each other, but it shouldn't be like
The entire
just
episode?
playing. Did you notice that when you were editing?
No.
I love that she's our biggest fan and hater.
My God, does she think I would put a fucking episode out where we're all just talking? Come on, Mom.
That's
Get
scary.
a fucking clue.
Okay, let's switch to Patreon and listen to that real quick so we can make sure it's not fucked up everywhere. Okay, anyways, well, thanks so much for listening. Make sure you check out our Patreon for the rest of our convo. Follow our Instagram and our TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to watch our podcast. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.